project today. Unfortunately, it's a beautiful day. Sun's out, a little windy. This is 1st of April. It's about 70 degrees. It's going to be about 70 today. You can see the lake is just beautiful back there. Lighting gets messed up when I go that way, so I'll come back this way. But today is project day. Like most days on a boat, if you're a BYOB, bring your own boat, do it yourselfer, you have these kind of project days and you just have to bite the bullet. We bought an air conditioner. It's Gracie's a 23-year-old boat. So things are bound to break. The original Cruise air conditioner broke not long after we had her, maybe 6 or 8 months. And 23-year-old unit, didn't want to work on it, really just thought it's time to replace it. Can't get the Cruise airs anymore, but we did find a good retrofit model. I wouldn't call it, it's an aftermarket. It's Citimarine. I think they sell a lot of them. It's a perfect footprint, exact same footprint of the Cruise airs. Use the same controller, same wiring, plugs into the system. You don't have to change out any of your controllers, so it's a good fit. But we bought it about a year ago. Worked great all summer long. Worked through about half of the winter, and then just stopped working. So I filed a warranty claim on it. They have a 2-year warranty claim on it. Filed the claim, went back and forth with them for a while, had a couple conversations, and well, they've sent me a new unit. So good for them. But today is swap out day. I got to take the new unit, get it unboxed, take the old one out, repackage it, because they're gonna, I'm sure, recondition it and resell it. But anyway, that's today's project. So we're about to get started. Step 1 is removal of the existing unit. So Terry took the bed apart this morning. Good opportunity to go take the sheets and everything back to the house. She's cleaning those up and running some errands right now. And I'm going to get to work on removing the old unit. So wish me luck. I'll take some photos and maybe help some of you guys if you come across this. It is a little bit of a complicated project. It's not it involves several different systems, right? You got a plumbing system you got to deal with. You have the HVAC ventilation system. And of course you got electrical. So all those things combined. It's not overly complicated. If you got some basic skills, basic tools, you can do it. A lot of people probably just hire this out, but this does save you a good bit of money doing it this way. And as a matter of fact, that was part of the claim process. They wanted to know if a professional installed it. I told them no, that I had installed it, but I followed their directions. And I was a little nervous. They may say, well, it voids the warranty if it's not a professional, but it didn't. That's good. You just got to make sure and follow their installation guidelines, which I did. And also make sure you don't have the unit serviced, which was a big deal. When it quit working, had I called a local HVAC marine shop, had them come out and look at it, and if they'd done any work on it, it would have immediately voided the warranty. Citimarine did ask that, so I told them, nope, nobody's worked on it. It's in the condition that it's in, and so they honored the warranty. So let me get going. I'm gonna get that old unit out. I'll give you a progress report when we're done there, and then we'll start unpacking the new unit, and I'll kind of go through how we unpack it and what it looks like. So wish me luck. And this is a Sea Ray 380. So in our forward air conditioner, which is the one that's bad, is under the bed up front. You can see you kind of have it opened up now. It's a little tight getting to, but not too terribly bad. There's a controller. I have to disconnect that. That's where all the main power comes in. Make sure, obviously your switches and your fuse box is turned off in your control panel. You turn all that off. We're going to have to remove the air handler box right here. That'll give us access to the unit itself. The squirrel cage fan that's mounted. This is a contained unit, so it has its own little squirrel cage fan on it. You do have to remove that and pull it out first. The unit simply will not fit through this hole intact. So I'm going to remove the air handling box, disconnect the wiring, once I get the air handling box out, I can get the plumbing undone. Then I can take that squirrel cage off. Then I can unbolt the unit itself and hopefully get it without too much cussing and moaning, get it out of this little hole. So I'm going to get started. Not sure how much footage I'll get of this. Maybe I'll try to do a time lapse or something. So this is the inside of the controller where you can see all the wires come into it. It's, again, not overly complicated. Sorry for the shadow. We try it from the angle. But I am going to, you know, old country boy method, make sure to take a picture of this so I know how I can reconnect it. And then you see the leads that are going out to the remote thermostat into the controller that I will unplug and keep those to use with the new controller that comes in. That was all things I had to purchase separately. So that's step one. I have the controller out. Now I'm going to disconnect the wiring. So I've made some progress. I know I'm up here in the front with very bad lighting, but I've had the house supplies to the unit taken out of the controller. That controller is attached to this unit. I've disconnected the HVAC air vents, disconnected this band right here, took a screw out so this now can rotate. I can't exactly get it out. I have disconnected all the plumbing coming to this unit and down there, and I've disconnected and pulled all the screws that set this to the boat. So I should, oh, there we go, be able to move this forward a little bit. And now I'll rotate this out and get it out of here. And it is attached with electrical somewhere. Where is that? I gotta unplug it. Okay. Still got some work to do, but we're getting closer. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now that those two are detached, let me unplug that, get it out, and get the unit out. Be back with you shortly. Okay, we have made progress. So as you can see, I got the old unit out. It's a little difficult because that fan, which has that big inductive motor on it, it's pretty heavy, and it is attached. It has to come apart to come out of the hole, but you're managing two separate pieces along with that, along with everything it can snag on down there on its way out of that hole. And it's really almost a one-person job. I guess two people can get up here and help, but you're basically doing it by yourself. But it came out, it's intact, and the next step is to get it out of the boat, get it, the other one unpacked, this one packed in that box, and start the reinstall. So I'm only about, I guess at this point, 45 minutes into it, so not bad. Unfortunately, this time I don't have to run any of the wires for the controller since I've already done that, but making good progress. See you when I start reinstalling. So here I'm just unboxing the new unit, taking it out of the box and packaging it, making sure to keep all the packaging, because they made it very clear to me that I better pack the unit up safely so that it doesn't get damaged and stuff like that. So I'm saving everything, unpacking it, repacking, making sure taking lots of good pictures, and pretty quick and easy, and just get it packaged back up, and I'll ship it out back to the manufacturer for them to rebuild it or check it out later this week. All right, so new unit, old hole. We have the other unit successfully ousted from the boat, packaged up. So now we need to start getting this guy ready. Just reverse of what we were doing before. The first thing, I'm going to get it lowered down in there, and then I'll start connecting. I do need to take this blower off, reposition it up, mount this distribution box to the top of it. I find that it's easier to reposition that. Well, actually, that's got to come apart to separate. We'll set it down, and before I reinstall that into the unit, I'll put this on while it's down in here, because I can't move it all down together. It's just almost impossible. And this is a pain to install because the bolts go on the inside, so it's a little bit of a booger. But all in all, it's going very well. So far, it hasn't been too bad. But let's start disassembling, rearranging, and get this thing loaded down in its hole. I have the air box installed and handled. I bolted it down to the mounts down there. Have installed my couplings. I'm ready to hook up water. I'll do water, a couple, inlet to the flow. That's actually out, in down there, overflow, condensation. Then I'll hook up my vents, and then I'll wire my power in. So making good progress. So far, no major snags. Hopefully be done and have some cool air in this boat in about 30-40 minutes. See you on the flip side. So it's all back together. I got it on a test run right now. Seems to be running fine. 74 degrees is the setting. And if you come back here and let's check. Yeah, 59-degree air coming out. So I think we may have solved the problem.